Well, they had a push in the first. Obviously, it came out really hard, which we knew they would, and it was just work effort. It was just work output, and their guys were out working ours, and I loved our push in the third. I thought, we had the game on our stick 6-7 times to tie it, and he would take a lead, and just didn't put it in the net. So their goalie was really good, just one of those games. It was winnable though.
And there were certainly a lot of turnovers right in front of TJ. It seemed like Timmy had a couple of those, and I think Semick or Judson, one of the two, wiped out right in front of him, which resulted in a rush. Luckily, none of them hurt you, but that's certainly been a theme almost.
Yeah, no, it was our D were not good tonight. That from the drop of the puck, they struggled, I think, to a man, and they're just fighting it for whatever reason, and those are just really avoidable, and there's too many of them. But it is what it is.
Coach, you guys get the goal on the 5-on-3 early, well-oiled machine, then you give up the shorthanded one just a couple of minutes later.
Yep.
What did that do, you think, just to the team morale from getting that goal looking
I
good?
think it let a little air out. We got one back, and then we had 4 minutes left on a power play, and we screwed around with it too long up top and turned it over, and they scored. And so that's always a backbreaker when you have all that momentum and you can't really even play downhill after you score a goal when you turn over a puck like that. So it was unfortunate.
What's going to be the message now tomorrow night after losing for the third time to the same team this season?
Play 3 like you did in the third, and we'll win the game.
Anything else?
Coach, it seems like they like to get their defensemen in there a lot and try to really work them into offensive play anyway to stop that tomorrow.
I don't think they activate too much. They just do a good job holding the walls and holding the zone. They're good. That team's hard to play against. There's a reason why they're on the cusp of making the tournament. They're a top 15 team, and I feel like 2 out of the 3 games we probably should have won. It just hasn't gone our way. Their goalie's tremendous. He's been really, really good all season and really good against us, and hopefully tomorrow we can get to him.
What do you see? Obviously, you won the challenge there they reviewed for the goal that was O'Reilly's. I think against RIT there was one like that too, that a goal wasn't called, and then they add the time back on. Did you feel like, and certainly there at the end, the momentum was certainly on your team's side, but
yeah, I don't think they had it in our zone after that, right? We were all over them, and Timmy had chances. Donor had an open net there to tie it at the end. RA missed a wrap. Ducky had it in between the hashes and missed the net. The kid made some big saves outside of that. So, we were all over him. The push was there. The push was impressive. It was a good push by our guys. It just wasn't enough. It was too slow to start to overcome.
Did you change anything maybe entering the third period as far as entering the attacking zone goes with the forecheck? It just seemed like
we were just they're 5 back. They're tough to get through neutral ice on. And you got to put it in behind them and get in. And you got to have a good hard F1 to disrupt their breakout, and we were doing that. We had good sticks, and we were getting in on them and putting in places where we could get it back and sustaining no zone pressure that way.
Questions for Josh?
Josh, Coach was talking about how the defense of Alaska there, they have 5 back, and it's tough to kind of get in. It looked like that from the first 2 periods, but something changed. You guys were able to set up the O-zone a lot more consistently in this third period. What did you see out there on the ice in terms of getting more offensive moves in the third?
Yeah, I think they're a team that likes to run that system that they wait out and rely on their forecheck to win games. And when you play them a lot, you figure out a way to kind of get through that at some point during a game, and you got to find a way to get to that sooner. And I think it's just getting pucks behind them and getting the puck up ice quickly and getting in on them so they can't change and get set up.
On your goal, it looked like you guys really had some chemistry out there. Just what did you see on that play when on the 5-on-3 goal there?
Yeah, that's a play that Coach Hicks likes to run with us on our 5-on-3, and we work on a lot. We're pretty comfortable hitting that shot, and when Timmy rolls there and gives it down to Ducky or Mastro, I know that he's looking for me or a back door, and to get an opportunity to get a shot on goal is what we're aiming for there, and fortunately went in this time.
Did your shot there at the end on the empty net, did it get deflected or something, or what happened there on that play?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's something that's been a problem all year, is crossbars and posts and missing chances like that. That's kind of snake bit me all year, and it's getting frustrating. I don't know if the D-man deflected it or not, but it's one that I got to put in.
The goal in the first period that got overturned from the offside, you seemed to be the one that was really, really pushing for the fact that it was offsides. What exactly did you see on that?
Yeah, I think going on the forecheck when the puck goes past the blue, you can see white between the blue and the puck. It's something that I was pretty confident went over the line, and it kind of stopped. Fortunately, it didn't count because it kind of stopped the play for a lot of our guys, considering we all thought it was offside, and then they got a goal. So it's something that, playing the game long enough, you see something like that, and you kind of just have to rely and trust your instincts.
The Fairbanks, they're right on the cusp of getting into the tournament, and last year at Oceanside, they kind of spoiled your team's season. Do you feel like any of that could be some fuel to the fire going into tomorrow and really kind of ruin their weekend as they're trying to get a sweep?
Yeah, I think obviously it's something that we're looking forward to doing, and it gives us a game to play for tomorrow where we get an opportunity to play kind of a playoff style game and try and end their season. It's going to be something that's difficult. Obviously they're a good team, and we're very limited on bodies right now, so I think every guy in that room wants to end their season. No matter how many we have going tomorrow, it's going to be something we're looking forward to.
And there's been a lot of different line combinations and different looks with floating forwards and things like that, but today having 2 extra wings, did you feel anything differently out there, probably rolling a lot sooner than you're used to?
Yeah, I think obviously when you're missing 9 players that make a big impact in your lineup, it's something that affects you and affects everybody, and not only guys that make an impact on the ice, but are just big roles in our locker room. Obviously having the 2 extra wings tonight, it makes it hard for them to get into a rhythm of things as well. It's something that's hard as a hockey player. Everyone's kind of been there. I'm proud of all the guys that we had playing tonight. Obviously it's hard when you have to play 20 plus minutes and forecheck a team that works as hard as they do. So every guy in that room gave everything they could, and we just didn't end up on the right side of it tonight.